Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Making sure I'm not muted because I messed up that one time.
This pass will take us through the
Continue
mountains.
this.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
And I guess we're in this Death Stranding looking area. This episode has got to be a quick one again because it's not exactly the morning and I didn't wake up early.
What do you think is waking them?
Like at all for once.
The mother crystals
Kind of
collapse.
happy about that idea. But at the very same time, I wasn't able to get my work in, so I don't know how to feel about it. Because it usually takes me about 18, 19 hours to actually go to sleep. And today, I technically woke up at 6 in the morning. But my whole family's already awake by then. I usually wake up at like 1. But that didn't happen this time, so instead I woke up at 6. And you know, everybody's already awake, so instead I was just spending my time playing some Black Ops 3 to get that review done today. And this video is probably done by today. These videos are kind of complicated to drop because I don't know how to explain this. So if I edit it, it's gonna render, and then once I render it, that's already taken about 30 minutes. Once I try to drop it, it just takes forever. I can't necessarily blame that on any of the companies. I think that's just a normal process where it's gonna take long. And I don't really know when it's gonna drop. I don't know if there's like a YouTube feature I could use to like drop it at a specific time. But as of right now, Final Fantasy just drops at a random time. And I hope that the time is good. I try to sometimes time it by actually uploading from 1 AM and then starting to play at the very same time. So I'd upload the other day's process and then play about 3 hours, upload, you know, while I'm playing. This time I'm not. I don't have any content because I already dropped it. And that is my fault. I'm trying to get on this game more constantly, but
More of my
it's not
mother's
working.
men.
You know, I just can't play when there's people in the house. It's just this big issue, and I really gotta get back to waking up at about 1 in the morning. It's not like, I necessarily like hate the fact that my parents are awake and stuff. It's not that. Like, it's not like I have to do something. It's just they listen to the TV really loudly in the room, and usually whenever I'm with my friends, I can't control that. But you know, making videos I can, as this is just a specific time, and right now is a specific time where they are working, and I just find myself to be lucky to be able to actually be able to make these videos. I don't know how constantly I can make these videos out. I do want to finish Final Fantasy before I get into college, because if I get into college while also trying to balance this game and reviews, I could probably do reviews really easily. I feel like that part won't be as difficult as writing scripts, so one of my favorite things to do. But when it comes to like actually, you know, making full hour Final Fantasy videos, I really just want to be done with it soon. Get into college, maybe drop a review every single like
Blood. Clive.
5 out of 7 days.
And still wet.
I really do like content creation, but I cannot prioritize
You
it.
were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
Come on. Come on now.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yes.
Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I feel like they've been giving Black Shield characters like too many lines. They're honestly so annoying. Like, why did they get so many, like, lines just randomly before we fight them? You did that, didn't you?
You're finished.
My fault.
Stay down.
I really just want to get this Denver for college, man, because I love this game, but there's no way I'm gonna get it finished before, college without putting in either extra grind or actually getting here on time. Because I don't know how long the series lasts. I mean, each episode is an hour each. And there's a amount. And I really just don't know. I'm hoping that I could beat it by August, like the beginning of August, before college really starts. But once it does, I don't know if I'll be able to control. What's up, Jit? Why are you here?
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay. I'm actually genuinely finding it kind of sad that this YouTube stuff might have to end soon. Because this is the first time where I think I'm not leaving this because of just straight up, abandonment or feeling like a failure. I'm abandoning it because I don't think I'm gonna have the time to really do it. Like 5 out of 7, like I'm being really hopeful of myself. I'm being really hopeful.
Find something, boy. Death.
Let me get immersed into the game.
Found her.
Jesus. Why? That is so lame.
This was my mother's doing.
You gotta kill her, Jit.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Fucking terrible kingdom,
We're
bro.
approaching Buick Bridge. No, I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I wonder if we're actually gonna, like, kill our own mother. I wonder if that's gonna be a plot. Hey, random guy. We're gonna talk to you. We forced to? No? Okay, good. Can we get on the truck boat, though?
No use calling up Rosia now.
What is this? Are they all different? No.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
What the hell is going on with this damn empire?
This is no time to ride.
Oh, is this not a time to ride? You
This
see
is no
how
time
much...
to ride.
Please? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's no way.
Good girl.
I got this thing for a reason, man. I got this damn chocobo for a reason. What's going, bro? You? I'm so glad that's an optional thing. It gives some
The
meaning to the
Lazarus.
side quest.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Wow.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Okay. See, I'm fine with that.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice friends dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
More than enough for everything!
Fuck off! Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
I don't know.
As long as it is abandoned.
I'm not gonna lie, ever since Sid died, this game's not felt the same. Luckily, I still
The
love
good news
Clive,
is we haven't
and
seen
Jill's
a
also
single
a
black
good-ass
shield
character,
since Old
but the
Hill.
plot has been
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
iffy. And they're showing us the dark side, but it's like they're stacking it on us. Dark, dark, dark. It's dark. Do you get it? Yeah, it's been happening for like what, 3 hours? How long has this section lasted? I believe it's lasted about 3 to 4 hours. So this darkness stage is just kind of crazy.
it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Okay. Y'all are pushing it.
Or not.
No, buddy. Come on, not him. You are not the king. I don't know if I'm like digging this middle part. As of right now, I'm really not. This has been the slowest part of the game. I feel like I haven't gotten an icon fight in a minute. I feel like we haven't had big character moments either.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
So he actually is back.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Sure, Wade's still alive. See, there we go. We got a great character moment. There we go.
We can speak inside.
So what happened to Tyler then?
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
Oh, I thought that was him. Oh, that's definitely not him.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Okay. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles and stuff.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Jill is such a real one. Jill is like always at our side, no matter what our choices, she's always there.
Require more than just our wits.
Then let's
I'm
hope
not
Sir
gonna lie,
Wade
it's
has a
kinda
good
bad.
quartermaster.
It's only bad because it's giving her less of a character arc. Instead, it just kind of seems like she's either agreeing with me, and then like maybe she'll like burst, or she'll just agree with me forever, and the game will end with her just agreeing with me.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Inn have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Let's do it. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. I thought that was just a common known fact.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Yeah, sure, man. Let's go.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I love how they just give a chuck about it. Anybody who's on the squad.
I got my sight. Come along now. The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Hey guys, let's body the fuck out you.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Come on now, bruh.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
I wonder how other people feel about this. Like any other Final Fantasy games. How they feel about the big genre change here. I think it made it better, I'm being honest. It was the first thing to... Guys, I haven't played that many Final Fantasy, so... I don't know, maybe I'll like play them all on the channel, find out.
Bloody hell!
Thing is, if YouTube plays this game, I would much rather do YouTube full time than do college. I would still like to learn, like using classes to learn acting and stuff, but I just don't think college, especially not in an area where it's not really specialized in, is cool. This thing looks weird. Looks really weird. Just looking at it.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Dead. Damn. No way, another
A
dragoon.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Another dragoon. Ow. And then finish him off with this.
So wait.
What's this? 23,000, that's definitely our highest.
We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Come on. Enemy slain.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
Yeah.
She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I think we're nearing like... No. I want to say we're definitely hitting like a 70% mark. I feel like that's where we're at. And I just don't know what other plots they could really like bring up here.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
What happened to
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
story's like quickening
How
up.
accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
A very thin
Right, I
wolf,
guess
such
my
a
uncle
rich group.
believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago,
It's the body.
and for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Oh.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse
Whoever
thee,
guessed it.
infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
Yes.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Not gonna lie, I agree with her. I just like character moments, you know? I feel like,
See that you use the good
especially in
grapes,
this journey,
Rutherford.
we've just had so little character moments. This
So
game
you
pushes you
arrived
right
late
into that
to one
action.
of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but
Annabella, that's her name.
these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you.
I swear to God, if they don't kiss.
Clive.
I swear to God, if they don't kiss. I swear to God, if
I
they don't
must
kiss.
atone for my sins.
No! Come on.
Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
There we go. But you'll get to be your own character.
Just
W.
promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
That would have been the perfect time. Showing your support. You're loving her. But okay. Wow, we are far. I just realized that it would actually maybe be more like 60. I'm gonna just say 69% because we still got this one. We still got this one, and we still got this one all the way over here, which I'm assuming this is like the final one. And that's just the place that we were at. Where's the one that we destroyed? I don't know. That kind of clue. But seems like there's still 3 major ones, and we're close to defeating one, but we're actually going back. So I'm assuming we are definitely not near that 70% spot. Could be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Vivian? I love how there's a whole bunch of quests, but I'll leave them for my New Game Plus room. Enjoy my own pace. Enjoy everything. Oh yeah, her. I forgot about you, to be honest.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
You're more like smart company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Yeah, closer the better.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs,
I'm not gonna lie,
the northern
I lost track.
territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Dristanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Dristanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Yeah. I think we'll talk to Jill in the next episode because we have reached 51 minutes, and I did just sneak in a message saying that my parents are close, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.
One way or another.
And I hope you guys keep doing great things. No, just keep doing great things. Because you're all good at them.